little thing on my screen. Hello? Hello? And welcome. The plan is to try and get some Artfight stuff going, but we'll see if I can even do that because I'm sure the website is down right now, so I might just have to find some people who I have refs for the characters already, and I know that their refs are in the Artfight website probably already, or that they plan to be, because I literally cannot go on there if it's down. We'll see. Step one though is to announce that I am live and check that my audio is tracking. So how's that going? Does it actually look like it's following my mouth at all? Wow, it's actually perfect. That's crazy. It never starts out perfect like that. I wish I could get my camera settings right, but I think this light is way too bright above me. Yeah, I need to get like a secondary light source or something when I'm streaming, but I'm kind of like way too lazy for that right now. But we'll say that we're live. Posted. And we'll go to the Discord as well. My dryer, I just put my shoes in there. I know that's kind of crazy sounding, but I just put my shoes in the dryer. And the reason I did that is because they're kind of really meshy anyways. And I figured that would be fine for like 15 minutes in the dryer. And then I just like air dry them the rest of the way because I don't want them to like melt or like stay in there forever. But they just busted open the dryer, and there's no dent or anything, but like the dryer stopped because the door opened because the shoes somehow managed to slap open the door. Like, is that safe? Am I okay? I feel like I'll be fine. I feel like I'll be fine. I'll be all right. I'll be okay. But yeah, shoes, when you're a server, get absolutely stinky as hell, I gotta say. Like, I've been putting, like foot powder. I don't know what the hell you call it, but like anti-stink, antibacterial, antifungal, whatever powder in my shoes because it gets so stinky, like it gets bad because there's so much steppage happening in a day, so much walking around. But I was like, I need to just actually wash them. I didn't even know if you could, and then I think my partner was just like, yeah, just put them in the washer. I'm like, okay, damn, guess I'll just wash my shoes. Now they smell a million times better, so I should have been doing this earlier, but they were stinky. I got stinky feet. I don't know if you're into that, but it's not good. It's not good. What's up, Stevie? Nice to see ya in chat again. I'm going to be trying to work on Artfight, like I said already. I have no idea if I'll be able to because I'm sure the website's still down. I mean, I'll check, but I think my dryer just did it again. I'm gonna just leave it this time. You know, I'm just gonna leave it. Like it just busted it open again. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do Artfight. If I can't load up the website, I'm just gonna find some people who I know have characters that are in Artfight, and we're just gonna work on that, I guess. I kind of just wanted to do Artfight stuff today because it's literally the first day, and it feels right. It feels like the time. It feels like 'tis the season, you know. Gay is over. That was June. It is now July. Therefore, Gay's finished. I know, I just said that. I think it did it again. I'm just gonna leave it though. It definitely had long enough in there. I'm just gonna let it chill and air dry for a while. I guess I can't put my shoes in the dryer. You got rainbow ice cream, but it's July now. That's illegal. Gay is over. I see you going for that photorealistic painting style. I am awful at that. I wouldn't trust myself, especially to draw any humans yet. Especially not on stream. I'm not going to be streaming drawing people. I'm terrible at that. I would be way too embarrassed. I'll go back and show my old art when I get better, but I want to be good before showing my crap art. If that's like, I don't know if that's like weird, but that's just me. Where did I just do that? I didn't even, okay. We're gonna save that here. Yeah, I'm gonna look through some, I think I have some, actually I think I have a Discord message that might have a character I wanted to draw for Artfight. Gotta find him though. You finished it, but you're too scared to share it. You don't have to share anything if you're embarrassed by it. That's like your decision to hold on to it if you're worried. But I understand that. I would not draw people. I can't. I can't yet. The ones I have drawn have looked like god awful because I'm so used to drawing furries that it just like I have no muscle memory or practice or experience really drawing people. Traditional art, yeah, might be better. I need to do more traditional art. The closest I've gotten to drawing a person actually has been that spider girl that I think I streamed a little bit of me drawing it. I don't know if I did. I can show it again. I think it's still saved in my iPad and my stuff. But I could show that. It's actually very close to being human, honestly. So maybe I'm fine somewhat, but I don't think I have the muscle memory to do it consistently well every time. I think more often than not, if I try to draw people, it will look like some kind of crazy, uncanny valley, weird shit. And I don't want to do that to myself. Yeah, let me attempt to find some characters I wanted to draw. I think I had one in here somewhere. I'm not seeing it now. I got some, not bots, but people trying to get me to buy art for my streaming stuff in my messages. That's kind of funny. The rainbow unicorn ice cream may have been a bad idea. What did you do? Are you sick? Are you like lactose intolerant? Can you not handle the power of the unicorn ice cream? Yeah. My tummy was like dying yesterday, as well as my entire body because I was so sore from work. It was an insanely busy day. Yes, I believe I found a ref for a character I wanted to work on. That I'm like 99. Yeah, I'm 99% sure this character will be on Artfight. In fact, I could probably check my messages and see any saved cards and see that the character is definitely on it or not. I'm pretty much certain though. Let's see here. I can close the old Discord arena for now. Let me actually put that in front. No, I don't want you to be big. They don't understand. They don't understand what I want. No, I don't want you big. Getting big for me isn't what I asked for. You had it with cake? I ate like absolute garbage for like 2 days straight before that, so maybe that's honestly what was contributing to my horrible leg pains and everything from a heavy work day. Like I just didn't prepare for the work day at all, and then I slept like 4 hours and then went to work, and I was on a double, and it was crazy busy. So yeah, you do the math. Not good. I had oatmeal and a pretzel today, so I don't know if I'm doing a lot better, but the oatmeal is probably good for like my guts. Let me close this. And I gotta send myself those refs actually. Sorry I'm taking so long to get started up, but I'll be going soon. Just gotta get these references in here. Don't compress, please. Send them as files. I hope it's sending them as files. Yeah. Okay, I have a couple to pick from. I think I'm gonna go with one specific one though. For right away. Sorry, I'm talking so quiet. Probably sounded weird. Close that. Open that. I actually didn't do overnight oats. I love overnight oats, but what has been my kick lately is I get old-fashioned oats and I boil as much water as oats, if that makes sense. Like 2 cups of oats. I do like 2 cups of water, maybe a little bit more cups of water. And that's for like 2 people, keep in mind. So maybe like a cup of oats and then a little over a cup of water. And I'll boil that water, and then as soon as it starts boiling, I put in the oats, and then I turn it down to a simmer. And once it starts actually simmering, I set a timer for 5 minutes and leave it. Like mix it once, and then I leave it. And then I'll add butter, maple syrup, and brown sugar to it. And it's the best thing ever. My girlfriend will do it with peanut butter, maple syrup, and butter. The butter adds a lot of depth. It's crazy. It's crazy. It sounds weird, kind of, in concept, but the butter like makes everything creamy and like work together really well. And the maple syrup works with the peanut butter just because it kind of just acts like a sweetener. What the heck was I just doing? Oh, I was going to open my art app. And then I was going to delete these refs that I just sent to myself and then load them up in my... Oh God, I'm doing this so horribly. Hold on. There we go. And then we wanted my screen mirroring app. And then I want to connect to that. Sorry if anyone's joining right now. I'm doing stuff and I can't see everything on screen. Please, turn sideways. Okay. Yeah, this is my setup time. I wonder if I'll always do this. If I ever got big streaming, like, do you think I'd get better at setup? Because I kind of enjoy the little setup process, because then I get to, like, talk to you and be like, this is how my day went. This is what's going on. It's my life right now. Let me get my screen mirroring going. And then please work. What's going on here? Here we go. Where did the rest of it go? There it is. Yeah. I open that and I open that. You need to reset your guts with kombucha. Just eat like white rice and toast or something. Maybe have some laxatives. Oats are pretty good for your stomach though. Like a lot of good fiber, dietary fiber, whatever. Maybe it's not dietary. I don't know what the heck. What does dietary fiber mean versus normal fiber even? I literally don't know the difference, or if there is one. Let me pop open my app, my drawn app. And we're gonna open a new size. There we go. Let me change my background color to like a mid-tone gray. Maybe I'll go a little warmer with it actually. A little warm gray. Is that weird? No, I'll go for my maybe more a normal go-to. And then we add the ref. And then we'll get you on screen so you can see everything. Okay. Now this ref, I'm gonna duplicate. Rename some stuff. All right. Sick. Sick. Awesome. I'm gonna get a good check on the pherometer really quick too. I think I want to try 2%. Jeez. Okay. Let's move past that. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I think I want to stream. I think I'm going to stream tomorrow as well because I missed my Sunday night. Because it would have been really late even if I had. And at that point, I was so tired and dying. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I guess I could have, but I think if I had done it, it would have been really lackluster. I wouldn't have been talking that much and been that going. 62. How do you do it? What'd you do today that made you so furry? All right, I'm gonna pop into drawing. There we go. What I really want to work on soon is getting, yeah, you stole my 60. What I really want to do is I want to draw myself a little PNG tuber. I do think I kind of finally want to get like a little PNG tuber, and maybe I'll eventually make a more vibing background. I think the background I have now is kind of sleek and professional vibes, but not very cozy core, like making an environment that feels comfortable and nice. And I want my streams, at least for art, to feel a lot more comfy, cozy hangout. Because that's what like I really like when I'm looking for art streams to watch while I'm doing my art. Just makes me feel nice. Something warm toned, maybe even a cafe lounge. I really like those cafe lounge or like jazz mansion stuff. I feel like either a library or a cafe, or maybe even a library cafe if we want to get really crazy, would be like a really nice background to have. But I'm terrible at background, so I don't 100% know. Maybe I can just find some free assets or pay for like a cheap like temporary one for a while to just have the nice ambient background vibe just behind my art screen when I'm streaming. But I do want to make myself some PNG tubers that are really cute. Like I might finish this one. At least for a base, like a first one, but I might want to change it up because it'll look up when I'm talking. I might even figure out adding like a mouth or something, but I don't know exactly how I want to do that in this style because I didn't have a mouth in the style and I didn't think about that till like recently. But I don't think it would be too bad as a startup one. We finished this Goat Gal's lines. I actually worked on it a little bit more, but it has a nice little pentagram with some candles, the tail and wings. I don't think I showed the commissioner that version actually, surprisingly yet. But I did start working on some more stuff. So I have like, this is essentially how they're going to look. They're kind of really simple shading, but I was trying really hard to just make it. I was trying really hard to make it simple, but I kind of ended up going too detailed, I feel like, on the hair to the point where I needed to have a nice differentiation on the jawline that I just added a little shade to the jawline. So the only shading in here is the little jawline and then like the highlights on the horn, which are really simple. And then the hair, I did like a highlight and a shade style for it. The stare? Wait, on what? On the, on the, on the PNG tuber? Yeah, maybe it's a little too much. Maybe I need to actually rework it. I want it to be a comfy, cozy vibe, so maybe I really should rework it. I want it to be really chill, really vibing. We might just send that one into the sketch doom, like unfinished works in progress folder. Just leave it there. But you can see I kind of have really like a loose lines, kind of sketchy style, but then I colored and I kind of like overshaded the hair. I'm terrible at hair, by the way, so far. I feel like I've been getting better and I could definitely take my time to try and make something look really good. But I think my hair is like, it doesn't make as much sense as a lot of people's. I think this one turned out mostly okay though, actually. And I just got some commissions from some really nice people. A couple of girls from Australia. Funny enough, I also found them on Reddit, which is I think where I found you and Kai. All my pals, they always come from Reddit, I guess. It's just funny because I feel like I post on there whenever I see like a in search of artists post. And usually there's like a flood of either really, really new artists that people don't necessarily trust or want to go with, that are like sometimes crazy cheap for no reason, but like maybe not the style you want. Or most often it's bots, and bots fill the comment section. It feels like, so like sometimes people who are like completely fake scams, sometimes actual people who are scamming, but usually like just like, you know, it's nice when I feel like I post in there, because you'll see a like a link. I always put my link to my website in there, which has examples, and it has links to every single like social media I use. So when you're scrolling through there and you see all these other people's comments with like weird portfolio setups and things, you can get to any of my stuff and you can see that I've been working with people and that I make art, and you know what my style pretty much looks like. Even though I feel like my style varies quite a bit, depending on the characters especially, I think I have a general kind of a style that is similar, and you can get an idea of what you want. Friendly and easy to work with. I hope so. I think, like I said, it's kind of scary and hard to get your first commissions, and like commissions at all, but like especially first commissions. And I hate scaring people. I don't like people being worried, and I like to try and make it as comfortable and like trustworthy as possible, and least judgment as I can. Cause like, I don't know, it's scary, you know? Like I understand how scary it is, because I also get people to commission stuff sometimes, but usually I only go towards friends or people who I know are established. I'm usually not on an in search of post on Reddit. Unfortunately. I'll also look for people on like Toy House. If I just find designs I like, I'll sometimes buy designs for characters that I really like. But anyway, I found these people, this really nice Australian couple of girls who wanted to get some reference sheets for their first characters. And they were really worried about like talking about pretty much a lot of their character details, because some of them are a little bit more sensitive. But I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it's weirder in Australia, but I feel like in the US people are pretty relatively open about all that kind of stuff, and it's not that weird to talk about. And like judgment free a lot of the time. At least if there is judgment, like nobody's voicing things because that's just rude. You keep that kind of shit in your head. Like people are just people and doing what they like and what's most comfortable. So it's weird to judge. You have one commission your whole life? 11? When did you do this? Was it a time when $11 would make sense, or was it a time when you were kind of way undercutting yourself and you should not have done that? Because I feel like there's a time period when $11 and you're really young and you don't really need the money, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to do it. I've got to get the work and the exposure, and I guess it's technically still money, right? But then there's a time period when you start being like, I actually have to pay bills, and if I want to do this even as a hobby, I need to realistically make sure that I'm actually charging an okay amount. Let's see here. You're like 16? Yeah, that's the perfect time to do $11 headshots, unless you're like really good already, like weird prodigy artist, which I wish I was, but I am not. I'm still not where I want to be. I don't know if I'll ever be where I want to be, but I'm much more comfortable where I am than where I was. So I guess that's the good thing to think about, is just comparing to yourself and how far you've come. Because there's always going to be an artist that is better than you, especially in your eyes. You know what I mean? Maybe everybody else will be like, you're the better artist at some point, but like in your eyes, you're still going to see certain characters or artists as just literally better. You're going to feel it in your heart. Artful, Dead Art website? Yeah, I knew Artful. I knew about Artful when it came around. So I have this Ba, which pretty cute, pretty adorable. I might actually keep the mouth colors the same. I was worried that they came across too blood red, but I think they might actually not be that bad. But I was going to redo the pupil on this noodle jail piece that I did as well, because there's no or I was going to redo the eyes because there's no iris. So I wanted to add a little iris that's maybe like a burgundy, maybe maroonish kind of color. Maybe even similar to the internals of the mouth. I'm not 100% sure yet. But these are the two pieces I sent to the commissioner, and then just to see if they were vibing with the style that was going on. But I obviously still have, what What else do I have? I have this Bible one to rework quite a bit, especially in the hair. The hair does not make any sense or really come together without color, I feel like, in this one. So when I add color, I'm probably going to modify a lot of the hair to make more sense. I'm going to clean up a lot of the handwork down there in the very bottom just because it looks super messy, but not by a whole lot. It's supposed to be like a simple commission. That's that. I do have to finish that up before working on the other commission too much for the new characters that I was talking about. But God, I love how much effort they put into their backgrounds and everything. Most people who come to me for art, or I come to them for art, I feel like have a general kind of vibing idea of what they want, but not 100%, which is fine. But it's so cool when people come to me with like a fat stack of lore and a bunch of details on character personality and reference images to similar kind of vibes that they want or particular aspects they want to copy on like their character and represent. Because it gives me a lot to work with, regardless if anything gets actually into the commission. It's just nice to have so much work. And it's so cute because then it's like, you know how much they cared about their character and they put so much effort into everything. Like you had also a lot more info than I feel like most people come to me with. But theirs was like crazy amount. It was like an amount that I wouldn't even expect from anybody. It was like wild. Like they had a whole lore background on the characters, like basically like their lore on how they were created. And then they also had a separate like multiple sheet information on the commission and what interests and hobbies and things that they wanted to kind of try and include. Yeah, straight up D&D levels of lore, like almost D&D levels of lore. I think that they left out a lot of the adolescence and upbringing, but they talked a lot about how they came to be, like how they were birthed essentially. Well, not birthed. That sounds weird now they say it like that. How their parents met and what that means about their like destiny and certain aspects of themselves. And also describing the like total understanding of the species of the character, I suppose. But it's really cool. I think they're like a half demon, half fae, sort of a, it's hard to explain, I guess, like a forest spirit, kind of, think like that, maybe. Like I'm trying to think of the exact words they use. I just read it a little bit ago, but it was sort of like a Lord of the Beasts kind of spirit realm fae character plus a devil that was sort of disguising itself to get with the like fake creature. It's really cool. It's a really cool background story. It's like, I almost wonder if they did genuinely have it as a D&D character and then just fully vibed with it and wanted it to be their main. But I love too that I'm drawing their first characters and I'm so happy to be the one that they picked, because imagine like going on Reddit. I don't know. Maybe because you also saw me on Reddit, but imagine going on Reddit and seeing all these people that you have no freaking clue about and you're scared of getting scammed and everything's terrifying. And I just want to be like that trustworthy, not scary option that you know is legit. And at worst case, if I just for some reason could not finish their art piece or it wasn't to their liking, I would definitely refund them. I mean, if I like finished the art piece, I would hope they'd be cool with just taking a partial refund and not just like 100%, because that would be kind of rude. But like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not at the point where I'm just gonna be like a jerkwad and just be like, by the way, screw you guys, taking your money, goodbye. But what do we got? So this is what I was saying. This is the closest I've come to, I think, drawing a more human looking character and actually liking it. Like, it doesn't look bad, but that's also because like I have like only jawline and forehead and hair to work with. You know, the eyes are very similar to what I would do on a normal like anthro furry. Besides, there's extra eyes. But I don't have to draw a nose and I don't have to draw a mouth. They're just covered by this I don't remember the name of the technical term of that, but like the spider pincers on the mouth. You think it's because of the portfolio and all the links? That's good. I mean, I give people the opportunity to snoop around and freaking background check me, essentially. which is so nice when you're looking for an artist, I think. I mean, I don't know 100%, but I think that'd be just really nice to have that kind of opportunity to snoop. I really like how this dress turned out on this character too. Like the pentagram straps. I was seeing this kind of dress on a lot of like gothic and satanic searches in the just in Google. In the gothic wear, it was just so cool. I love it so much. This upside down pentagram is so cool. What else was I looking at recently? I did this a little bit. So that first left one was going to be the original cutie mark design, but we decided against it. So I might end up designing like an adoptable pony at some point with that cutie mark because I just think it's too cute to go to waste. But my girlfriend's probably not going to use it. And then she was like Dust Bunny. So then we went with that design. I think you watched all of this on stream maybe, but I like the little bunny over bunny cuteness on top right, but I don't think that was like the vibe. She wanted something more really sketchy and loose. So we ended up kind of deciding on this one, which has a little kind of like, I don't know, youthful, childish kind of vibe stars, which are really cute, big rounded ones. And then the original design with the super sketchy dust bunnies of just slightly different colors. And I think that background color is essentially going to be her main background color. Other people had like Instagram or Tumblr with 2 or 3 pieces. Yeah, that sounds like a lot less trustworthy than somebody who has been doing art for a while. Not that I do art consistently and fast. I don't know if you noticed, like looking through my links, but I post like every once in a blue moon, I feel like, because I don't do art nearly often enough because I treat it 100% like a hobby that I try to also get value out of for my time through the payment. So I get a lot of art block, and doing real job work during the day, like with a day job, kind of takes away from a lot of, I don't know, the time that I would love to put into art if I could. You think the bunnies would make a good tattoo? Oh, the 2 lying together? Yeah. I don't know, I could. I want to get a bunny tattoo, I think, actually. Maybe I want to get a bunny and a wolf tattoo. I think it would be really cute, but I don't think I want to do this one. This style, anyway. But this one was like a cutie mark design that I think she's going to stick with. Then I did this really quick 626 stitch day. It was June 26th. And I was like, I need to draw stitch, so I made him punk. Freaking punk rocker. I don't know why, but it was the vibe I was feeling that day. And then I was like 10 minutes late for work, but you know, gotta do a sketch every once in a while and feel right. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the art catch-up things I gotta show that I didn't really do off stream. I got this character I sketched, and I think I fully finished it on stream, but I ended up editing it a little bit. I really contrasted the colors a lot more, like resaturated the dog quite a bit, and I got rid of that drop shadow because I didn't like how muddy it made it look. And I think it's the character is separated enough from the Great Beer background, just with the like colors and the white outline. But that's a cool one. I still kind of want to do the Laios meme, but I think it's dead. I wanted to do it with my character. It's so dumb. I don't think it's relevant much anymore though, because I mean everybody loves Dungeon Meshi, but I don't think anybody's like, oh, the episode just dropped. Funny. You don't have to have lore. To be honest, like Taro, my character, has fucking 0 lore pretty much. I mean, the only lore you can come up with is that he's dating my girlfriend's character, Chichimi. That's like the extent of actual lore. Otherwise, I kind of just treat him like me with my own personality, which sometimes means exploring different vibes of myself, but a lot of times I do that with different characters instead of just him. I try to keep him sort of just like chaotic good vibes, just a little hangout dude. coping mechanism for detransitioning. That's really awesome. Like I said, I freaking love lore for characters. When people give me background on their characters when I'm working on commission for them, it makes it so much more real and makes me way more invested in the piece. Because then it's like, you know how much they care about their character, and that their character means so much to them that they want to see themselves like represented or comforted or expressed somehow through their character in a way that oftentimes they can't do themselves, whether that be because of limitations in our current technology or limitations in society because people are fucking assholes and judgmental as hell, and you can kind of live in judgment free when you're living in your own made up universe. Sorry, I just thought like Monsters University. Which brings me to the character I'm planning on drawing today for Artfight, actually. Because I know that this person is obsessed with Monsters University. Not that I'm going to be drawing anything from it, but I have their character in the upper left there. I just popped in that ref. It's actually someone I know pretty recently, and I'm pretty sure that I just saw their Artfight card. I'm gonna double check that they actually have that character on there, but it's literally their main Sona, so I can't imagine it wouldn't be on Artfight. And I'm also gonna double check that Artfight's actually still down, because I did maybe want to see if there's anything else that I can add or check out really quick. Comfort OC. See, I have comfort OCs like that. Like I got like Maribel, my cowgirl, which is pretty vibing. I mean, sometimes obviously I draw Taro in a completely different way. Look at him in this piece. Like, not at all the same vibe as this like toony little cutout vibe, and not at all the same as like his reference, which I don't have in here. But you know, I think ideally though, he's very much this, kind of like this vibe. You know what I mean? I mean, minus the cash. I just put that cash drawing in there for the about, which you can literally see if you scroll down if you're on PC right now. Or just click the about tab on mobile. I think they still have it on mobile. But this is the character I wanted to work on today. It's Joy. It's a corgi. This person also streams if you ever want to check out their streams. I think it's, let me double check on Twitch actually. I think it's eCorgi Arts, but I have to double check. Let me look, because I also want to see if Artfight is back up yet. Please. Artfight, are you still dead? I want to see if anybody attacked me already. That'd be absolutely insane if someone did that already. And let me check Twitch for eCorgi Arch. No, Artfight is totally still down. It's not loading at all. Let me reload it. Yeah, Artfight is not going to load. I think Artfight might be down the entire day, maybe even longer. Yeah, eCorgi Arts. So literally the letter E and then Corgi spelt exactly like under Choi on that ref you see on screen, and then Arts. If you're interested. She does a lot of gaming. I'll say that she also does art sometimes if you want to watch that. I pretty much am the same vibes, but I'm trying to get more into making it half and half art and gaming. The Toonie Taro, there's not a single thought behind those eyes. What do you mean? Look at him. He's just chilling. He's just happy to see you. He's like, yep, tell me your next thought. Which I tried to do with this one too, but very kimono style with that like giant forehead, huge eyes, tiny little jaw. Like the proportions are completely different from what you would see anywhere near any normal character. But it's adorable. Also, the color turned out so saturated and vibrant on this cutout style. Maybe I should do more cutout styles where I do lineless. I never do lineless art. It's so hard to work. Like, to get everything to look like its own piece in here. Like, you can see under the chin there. That's the exact same color. That cream color connects directly to the chest and goes down. The only difference is that when you're doing lineless, you kind of have to find out where the edges are going to be and add some form of shading to separate it. And a shading that is the correct kind of shading, which I think is a little warmer toned in this one, but sometimes you got to go really cool toned. Most times you go cool toned. But like specific shadows work better on certain colors to really like contrast and show the separation. Which this one somehow turned out perfect. Normally I'm like not very good at that, but it worked out. Like, see, on this character, I didn't have to differentiate the chin from the, like, the poof at all. But I did have to differentiate the poof from, like, the chest line going down, so you can see that shading, but I didn't have to add any shading to the top between the chin and that. I think I did anyway, a little bit, but barely, like, not even really a noticeable amount. All right, Artfight's broke. I'm going to make sure this character is on the card I saved, and then we're going to get drawn. Or try to. We'll see. Maybe I'll hate everything I do, and I'll just give up on it. But you never know. Do I not have the actual card saved? Oh, I could have sworn I saved it. Oh, I saved this one twice. Oh my god, I have so many saved. Did I save anyone multiple times again? Yeah, I saved this one multiple times. I don't need that one again. I've got far too many saved in here. I have this one twice. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, let me check their Instagram. Where are you? There she is. Oh, E is for Enchanted. I don't know why I didn't remember that. It's Enchanted Corgi Arts on Instagram, at least. I don't know, for E in my brain, I was just thinking like E-girl, like internet, which, why is it E? But, you know. No, I don't think that they have like a card that shows their characters. They just, no, but their photo on Artfight is literally this character. So I'm going to assume and hope that their main character and the character they used as their profile photo is going to be a character listed in their Artfight profile. Which leads me to sketch time, which I usually really like Marilla, but I've been trying to go with Moth Sprout's base pack, Sketchy and Sketch, because I don't know, I'm trying to branch out and learn some new stuff. But I don't 100% know, because you can see when I'm drawing, it's not following. Oh man, is my, I don't think you can see my no, you can. Okay, I thought for a second it wasn't showing my cursor point, but it's really, really tiny. You can still see it. I don't know if you can see, but it's heavily rounding my stuff, which is a good thing a lot of times, but I don't know about for a sketch feel. Because, yeah, you can see, like, everything I'm drawing, it's smoothing. It's got a smoothing effect to it, which is like it's like a program thing, like a software, which you can turn up and down a lot of times with the settings, but I think I don't like having it. Because Marilla, which is a default in here, feels a lot more like it follows your exact movements. Not perfect, it still kind of has some smoothing, but like a lot more like it follows it. I might stick with Marilla. One character you're excited to draw. They always warn you when starting Artfight that that you should go in like a few days ahead of time and make sure that you download references for characters that you plan to draw, because the website always breaks down on the first few days. 100% of the time, it always breaks down. Artfight would have to be dead for it to not break down on the first few days. So you got to kind of wait until everybody kind of gets off of it and starts chilling out and stops trying to load the website before you go on there. Which is why a lot of people pre-download a lot of refs that they plan to draw on. You just aren't supposed to draw until actual July starts. But I know for a fact this character is going to be on Artfight. So I might even actually end up designing a sort of a PNG tuber for this character later. I was thinking about doing that, just try and help them out. You have the ref, but you want to get the personality right? Yeah. I guess I didn't really think about this character personality-wise, but I get the vibes that I know that they kind of like just being like an gremlin and they're very Monsters Inc. oriented, so I don't think it matters too much if I just do a general smile or something as like a first attack, which I guess I should actually think about what kind of vibe I want to go for with this. I don't think I want to go with like something grumpy or sad, because I feel like it's the very first piece you do. You don't want to just like Till I really know the character and the person. I don't want to mess with too much distinct personality things that are either negative or not just necessarily happy. Just like a gremlin meme would be kind of funny, but I don't know if that's the feeling I'm feeling. Let me think. A corgi. Let's just look up an actual corgi. Let me look that up. Artfight, you back up yet? Hold the heck up. Artfight just loaded. You're joking. Is it like good now? Sci-fi creeps? Wait, who is that? Oh, that's you. I was like, I knew I recognized that. But bam, I'm already following you. Epona? Don't know who that is. But they got some cute art. I might have to follow them for now. All right, who's winning? Gotta go on the homepage. God, this is too exciting. Already, we got Stardust leading by quite a lot. How do so many people post already? That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave all my logistics of following people and that shit to another time, but I'm gonna look up this specific character just to make sure I got the vibes. So to go to a particular person, I feel like you just gotta go into the URL of yourself and then replace it with the username that you know. Corgi Arts. Artfight has a lot of booba. You do you, girl. You represent yourself however the heck you want. All right, characters. Yeah, Choi is literally the first one in them. So, no permission specified. Love the 80s, Monsters Inc., car rides, Pokemon, beach, Chinese food, and playing video games. Okay. Then let's go with something. Maybe like eating Chinese food. What the heck? Why not? Go with a really loose beginning and then tighten it as we go. I'm starting to get more into wanting to line art again, which is crazy because that's like so time consuming. Let me make this a lot bigger. Why draw a circle when you can get a perfect one like that? Am I right? Also, it's a little hard because I have my mic like in my arm space. Let me move it a little bit. Guys, what does a corgi snout look like? It's kind of small, ain't it? Maybe we just keep it kind of triangular for now. Plus, I always change my vibes with my character like halfway through. All right, we need to zoom out. I'm getting too detailed right away. Wide open. Artfight still isn't loading. Could be. Could be an iPad issue. Is that too toony? Sometimes I don't know the difference between like toony and realistic, because I feel like there's a toony like old toony, and then there's like a new toony, which is like, I don't know, just not like Looney Tunes vibe. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get some music going too. Why the heck did I not open that yet? I am crazy. All right, we're putting music on. What is the vibe today? I might be feeling something like alt rock. We're gonna pop some. Do I just shuffle Blink 182? Maybe there's a Blink 182 radio that'll have something like Third Eye Blind and like Arctic Monkeys or something. Teen Angst. That sounds like a freaking vibe, brother. Fallout Boy. Not a bad start. Let me know if anything's too loud. I don't know why I waited so long to put music on. Normally, that's like one of the first things I freaking get on here. I was just too excited to talk and Artfight, you know? I like that kind of curved forward look. Feels a little surprised. Trying to go kind of loose with it for now. Backseat Lovers. I'm going for Teen Angst as a radio, but I can cue specific songs too if you have any. Let me see here. I did not want to open Discord. Please go away, Discord. You said Dwarf Paladin. Hell yeah. Get some D&D shit going. Backseat Lovers. I feel like I recognize the name too. Hold on. You know what I really like is Car Seat Headrests, and their lead singer is a fucking furry. So pretty much, how can you get any better? Am I right? All right, we'll add their first song and their third best song, and if we like them both, then they're cool. That's their ruling. Dragons are cool as hell. A lot of times in person, if people are like, what animal would you be if you could be any animal? I'll be like, fucking dragon. They'll be like, real animals. Like, shut the heck up, dude. You said animals. Okay? I'm gonna pick anything I want. There were no stipulations until after I said something cool. You're just jealous. They're so powerful. Okay, they got like hair going on here. Feel like that's, well, I don't know. It's kind of like faux hawk, ain't it? Something like that. Cock it and bullet, we're going down, down. I don't want to have those cheeks. We'll just leave the fluff there like that. All right, then we gotta have like chopsticks here. Which will just represent like really simply for now, because I'm trying to keep everything super fat and loose and then tighten it up as we go. Okay, I've for sure heard this song before. What is this? Kilby Girl and Pool House. So this is Kilby Girl? I have for sure heard this before. I guarantee you. Those are the two you would have recommended. There you go. That's the test. Dragons are real, yeah. Okay. Get some chopstick action going on. We'll just leave it real loose and stupid for now. Obviously, they'll be a lot longer. Better than I do. I want this a little straighter. Let's just do literally straight lines. That's better. Maybe both teeth makes it too vampire. Less dog. I like the kind of leaning forward vibe. Yeah, this might have to be a dot eyes kind of thing. Like it really gets expressive. Eyebrows, what do we got? Just regular. Wings not optional. Might need to be more upward. That looks pretty judgmental. I don't know if that looks too surprised. Is there such a thing? Oh, it looks like questioning. I kind of like that, actually. Oh, yeah, coming together. Mini refining, getting rid of the circle here. So you drawing the dwarf character right now? You have the ref for it? Also, how was your day? Did anybody do anything cool? I went to therapy. And I was gonna go to a comic shop, but it was closed. I put my money in the bank. That felt pretty good with how shitty my job day was the other day. I was like, well, as long as I can look at my money and appreciate it, then I'll be fine. Better than I do. John, heck yeah. Part of me wants to start just waking up crazy early, which obviously the vacation I'm going on soon is gonna kind of force that because it gets hot as fuck in there when we don't wake up early. But The other part of me loves staying up really late, watching somebody else's art stream and just drawing. Night vibes are so good too. I love doing night walks. But I think it just gets to be too much. I think that pretty encapsulates the corgi vibe and the surprise. I don't know if the eyes are too different though. Might have to give this one a little bit more. Yeah, that looks a little closer, right? Yeah, okay. Coming together. Let's see. What does Chinese food look like? I feel like I commonly see paper boxes. But I also wanted to maybe put like some kind of logo on it without being a racist piece of shit. You feel? Vacation hype for real. I'm excited to go actually. I kind of want it to be pretty chill. I want to like read and draw, but like also be in the woods. Hopefully it's not disgustingly full of bugs because I want to be outside and do some like drawing and reading sometimes. Swimming will be pretty good too. I assume I'll be able to do some by the beach as long as it's not too bright. And tons of longboarding for real. Chinese takeout. That's what I want to look up. Maybe that'll help with my riff. A night character. I thought it was a... Wait. What did you say it was? You said it was like a dwarf. What? I didn't think it was a knight. I thought you said something else. Am I going crazy? Oh, a paladin. Okay, well, I mean, pretty much a knight at that point. Then that's close enough. All right, let's see how drawing has treated me. Is my pherometer any higher now? 68%. Get crushed. I'm a professional up in here. All right, takeout box. What we got? We got something like... Oh, I had my eraser out. Don't mind me. Do a little open flap here. I don't want it to be in line with the back line. Yeah, something like that. Pretty good, pretty good. And then we get like a little cross action going here. And then do I really want to put any kind of lettering on it? They have like a wire on them. I think I don't need that to represent it though. It kind of looks close enough already. No, that's totally racist. I can't do that. I'll put literally just the words thank you on it. Like that, maybe? Feels vibes. Got to get it 1% higher yet. What are you at, Avian, huh? Type it in. If you're beating me, then I feel like something's horribly wrong. Alright, I want this a little bigger for my sketchy period still. Just wanted to write the thank you on there. Where would your hands be holding the chopsticks? How the hell do people hold chopsticks? You thank you in red font will be good? Okay, good. Good, that's what we need. Hands. Let me think. If they're doing it with their left hand, it would probably be something like... Oh man, this is confusing. Why are chopsticks so much more confusing than holding anything else? I could just be like fisting it. Just like hard fist, just like underhand grip. Actually, let me just think about it visually with my brain. I feel like it's so confusing. I don't know if that makes sense. Jesus Christ. Kind of like thumb is here, and then one finger kind of goes under and far. One finger's barely visible, and then the other one's like pinkies are kind of on this side, just a little bit up. I don't know if you would even see that other one. Maybe I don't need all that. Maybe I just need the front ones. I think I've heard this song too much. I might have to skip. Yeah. It just hit me. I can't listen to this song right now. Let's do a separate layer. Oh no, I did that on the ref layer. That's fine. That's fine. They're not touching. There we go. Fixed. And then I wanted another layer to just test the body, which I think I just want really, really simple. For this, maybe I have the other hand grabbing the box. No offense. Who's that? Is that a artist you want me to put in the queue? The Koi way? Oh, those are some big hands. They only got 4 fingers. I guess probably that can change in the art because I don't think I see anything in the ref saying they can't, but I feel like I also should probably match the vibes. Which means I want to make these a little puffier and a little more paw-like. Think this shoulder is too far out. Doesn't need to be that detailed. I don't know why I'm worrying so hard. It's literally supposed to be sketchy as hell. This song's pretty good. Oh, that was who was playing actively. Got you. Not anymore, I don't think. I think that's honestly fine. Let's just combine that. Then we'll move this just to the left. And then they have wings that are not optional. Not. Damn, I want to play Elden Ring so bad. I'm going to miss so much of it when we're on vacation. I'm going to be so sad. But I've been holding back somehow instead of just playing it all day, every day, which is also a good thing. That's some character development for me. Number one. Cheek piercings? Okay, and a nose ring? Oh, they're much higher. Actually, no, they're about right. Psych. Professional. Video game withdrawal is real. I want to do it, but I also really wanted to do art, and I feel like I need to prioritize it, especially since Artfight, you know? I just gotta do some Artfight, just a little bit. I'll ask politely, give me what I want. All right, now we got a kind of loose vibe, right? Loose little sketchy sketch feel. Oh, so are those Pokemon gauges? Or just piercings? Any design or color, it says. Interesting. I made that one way too long. I like the industrials though. I kind of want to do industrials myself in real life, but I think it would be like too much for now. How do they have them in here like that? All right, am I missing any crucial deets? Maybe the lower body part. Hmm. I think that's too low for Boobas. Boobas gotta be a little higher, just slightly. I don't know if that looks any better. Skin? Sure. Did we get in time? Oh, we did. There you go. Guess I should make these fingers a little puffier to kind of match the other paw vibe. This song's pretty good. Why you just got a killer music taste, Stevie? Won't look away from what, you? Tell her to not, bro. Tell her that's effed up. All right, let's look at a flip angle and see how terrible we did, as the secret is emo YouTuber music. You're not wrong. Jake Weber Ecstasy. That sounds horny, but we'll put it on anyway. Wow. God, I hate flipping art sometimes. Big thing I'm seeing is this entire face is too leaning, which I think I attributed originally to trying to be leaning, but not like freaking looking like you're swaying in the wind. Like it looks like you swaying in the wind level sway right here. Weighted by Twin Cities? Yeah. If it's on Spotify, that is. Is it? I waited. Yeah, I waited. Twin Cities. Ka-chow. Ka-chatted. To the ka-q. I feel like I need to warp this and drag this a little out and this a little out. Try to literally just warp the living hell out of this. That honestly worked, I think. There we go. Normally I always do a dark blue for my sketch. I don't know why I did black this time. I think otherwise that's pretty good. Very paw-like hand, at least on one of them. Honestly, the other one looks much less paw-like. Maybe we can fix that. Oh, it was alpha locked still, that's why. I'm so excited to work on this new commission for these people, though. God, I just want to do it. But I have another commission I gotta finish. I gotta stop. I loved art, but I just never do it enough. Yeah, that works. Oh my god, actually, that paw looks huge compared to the other one now. I gotta get the other one bigger. Or something. Ooh, I like this guy's voice. It's so fucking angsty, dude. It's so angsty. I wish I just sang like this sometimes. Better to keep it kind of up like that. Yo, what's up, Vandal? How's your day been going? Oh, this is... Wait, who is this? Yeah, this is Jake... No, this is not Jake, whatever I'm saying. This is Twin Cities. I Waited by Twin Cities specifically. It was just requested by Avian. How are you doing, though? How's your day been? Good to have you stopping by for a little art and chill. Mayday Parade? Hold up. Let me actually look that up. I kind of want to slap a couple in if we got some similar vibes. Mayday Parade. Let's do their #1 song and their #3 song. That's my new rule on judging people. It's from the same album too, so chances are they are a loved album. Doing good so far. Excited for Artfight to be Artfight, Jesus Christ. Excited for Artfight to be starting. Excited also to be going on vacation soon. Not excited to be not streaming for that vacation, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to stream from there. There's not even like barely enough Wi-Fi to be able to look at people's messages. Definitely not enough to scroll social medias. I'd hate to be you when people find out what this song is about. Is your favorite? Oh boy. Let me check it out. Holy cow, that is the longest song title. I'll cue that one too. Let me look at Mayday Parade again to make sure that wasn't first or third. It was not. Wow, okay. We'll put your fave in there too. We'll get 3 going. Why the heck not? Kick Me by Sleeping with Sirens. I love Sleeping with Sirens. Yes. You just found this band today? Yeah, maybe. Crushing it. You gotta queue a bunch of this for vacay. Get some downloaded because there's not going to be good Wi-Fi or service, I should say. Kick Me by Sleeping with Sirens. We'll throw that in there. I'm happy to have some alt angsty shit going in the queue today, though. I was listening to a lot of Scene for a bit and like ravey vibes in early 2000s, which I still love, but I'm kind of in the mood for some alt stuff lately. Kellen Quinn. I feel like yeah. I totally know who that is. I'll just start singing, making songs. All right, let's see here. Where was I? I don't even remember what I was just drawing. I think I was making sure the elbow looked good. And then we were going to get a little bit more refined, maybe lighten this up and start doing some kind of more detailed lines. I think I'm going to use Moth Sprout's line art with grain. Right? Is that the vibe? Do it on a new layer so I'm not dumb. We'll do it in like greenish so that I can actually see it. Oh, maybe that's not good. Red. So this is the line art, huh? I'm gonna try it out. I feel like Artfight is great for being experimental, so you can't be like completely judgmental on everything on your first try. You gotta like actually fully test the brushes and stuff. Thank You for the Venom by MCR. Sure, we'll throw it in there. My Chemical Romance. Woo! Anybody get up to any shenanigans today? I did freaking nothing. I slept so late because of work. My favorite band is Blink-182. Without a shadow of a doubt, I love Blink-182 so much. But I like a lot of other stuff. I like Third Eye Blind. I like Green Day. That's my favorite style of music, but I kind of go pretty much everywhere. Except I don't super like rap. There are a few artists and bands and specific songs for some reason that I'll be vibing with, but most of them I don't. I even like country a lot more than I like that, and I don't actually listen to country. I should say I don't listen to country or rap, but one I dislike more would be a lot of rap, especially like mumble rap. Third Eye Blind's second favorite band? That's such a good band, though. I love that band so much. Not as much as Blink, though. But honestly, they're pretty close. They're pretty freaking close. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Nice to have you join the little guys. Just so you know, I mostly do half and half. I'm trying to do half and half anyway. Art streams and gaming streams. So you stop in, I'll probably be doing something like Souls likes. Elden Ring right now obviously is pretty poppin'. But I want to eventually get into like some speedruns on Dark Souls 1, things like that. I'm super into Souls likes. Maybe I'll do some more kinds of games in the future. I like a couple of the like platformers. Like I beat Getting Over It on stream. Want to get into some more of that stuff too. I saw this one actually. There was like a Chained Together, I think it was called. A bunch of streamers were doing that, and you're like forced to do essentially like obstacle courses with other people, which sounds tragic, but also really, really fun. Oh god, I might be over detailing it. I don't think it needs that much detail. It's just a corgi. Stop, brain. In fact, maybe we want to make them really, really simple. I'm not used to this this pencil at all. Holy cow. Gotta mess around during Artfight times though. Wow, I don't know if I'm feeling this line art at all. Let me think about it. What else do I got in here? My go-to, I think, is dry ink. I usually love dry ink for lining. Do I just stick with it or do I mess around? I think Artfight, I have to try something I'm not comfortable with, right? That's like the rules. For the sketch, my favorite is, I have it under like my own personal brush library, but it's actually a normal default. It's called Murilla. And normally I go a lot smaller than this. I was trying to make it super fat and chunky so that I would not focus on details because I'm trying to be quicker, especially for Artfight. God, I keep saying Artfight. I'm fucking dying today. But I want to be a lot faster, and I think drawing something with a really, really big brush helps you do that. But yeah, it was Marilla. Really good for sketches, especially if you go smaller. It acts very pencil-like, I think. If you want to get funky with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it feels very similar vibes, or at least close enough to the point where it's like nice to work with as far as sketches go. We're vibing. Yeah, I don't know. It feels nice to me anyway. But what I'm going to be using for the actual line art, I really like dry ink to try and get that more detailed. But like I said, I'm trying to use Moth Sprout's art pack that I bought a while ago and actually attempt to learn something new. Trying to do more digital art? Heck yeah, get into it. It's very different than traditional art, but I think you'll benefit from being able to do both. Shouldn't just stick with one if you can help it. I think going traditional and digital back and forth really like opens you up to understanding art a lot better. All right. I don't know how I want to do this though, because this brush feels so strange to me. I need to watch some. I wonder if Mothsprout has any live art like speed paints, because I want to see how they go about doing this line art, because it feels so foreign to me. It's just got to be that I'm not used to it though. Okay. Okay, let's focus. Let's draw this in. Let's start with something else. Maybe the fur is like a different enemy we gotta attack later. Dude, oh my god, I don't... Look at this, line art doesn't even... It layers. I don't know about this. Let me try. Let me see if I duplicate it, if it mostly covers it. Maybe we just have to do multiple layers. That's crazy. If they're like not attaching anything or re-going over lines, I'm like going insane. Gorgeous Nightmare. Yeah, let's do that. Gorgeous Nightmare by Escape the Fate. Also, if you do any digital art and stuff, you're welcome to join the Discord. I have a little Discord. You're also welcome to join the Discord if you're not doing any art or anything. I kind of just want to try to start hosting some events where we watch like maybe Studio Ghibli or some Supernatural, some other stuff like that. Maybe even a book club thing going on eventually. But yeah, especially if you're an artist. I love seeing people's art. I have a little section where it's like post your own art, and I like to look at it and talk about it with people. As you can see, Stevie's in here. Absolutely chilling, usually sharing a lot of art. Probably way more art than me. Stevie, you make art so much faster than I make art. I wish I worked on art more. I'm hoping Artfight will speed me up. That's like my plan during all of this, is to get a lot faster. All right, sick. We'll see some of your stuff, hopefully. I wonder what the next... I want to watch a Studio Ghibli film, but I don't know when I'm going to do it, because like I said, I'll be on vacation, so we obviously will have a little bit of a hiccup for a week, but after that, I want to try and talk about getting a stream going on Discord to watch some stuff. I'd like it better if it's more stretched over like that. Feels more surprised if you're like more up and down rather than wide. What the heck? Actually, I love this pupil. Let's just copy this pupil exactly. Pretty good. Make sure I get that bottom roundedness. And then I'm just going to sincerely copy paste because I love that one so much. Sent a ref you made? Let me double check it. Starting a book club? Heck yeah. Get in there, Avian. Maybe we could actually all combine this and make it a fun combined effort. What was it that you were suggesting, CV? There was a book. Was it The Outsiders, I think? I think that would be really fun. Start out with like a Greaser early vibes. The only problem is that my Discord will probably end up being heavily furry focused stuff eventually. Not exclusively, but yeah, no. Yeah, no. That's just kind of how it goes. But obviously The Outsiders is not like a furry book. The Outsiders. Let me double check that Discord thing you sent. I want to see that, ref. Your art. That looks great. What the heck? How's your traditional stuff look? You got any traditional art? I'm kind of curious to see what the translation is for you. The difference between traditional and digital. I love this shirt too. They're just like bunny. I don't know if that's a particular reference, but it's fucking adorable. Nice character though. Is that your character? That is your character, right? That's literally your name here. Hyena Wolf. And rock music. Look at that. You popped into the perfect stream at this exact moment. I don't always listen to rock, but it's like my favorite. Alt rock and emo, and honestly mostly alt rock in general, but yeah, no. Oh, the background too. The background's just literally a fucking stage. That's pretty good if that's your first attempt at like doing some digital rev stuff, genuinely. My first digital art, God, it's fucking atrocious. I don't even want to show it. It'd be kind of embarrassing. Goo Goo Doll shirt. Okay, yeah. Furry fanfic book club. Okay. If we're going to do fanfics, I think we're going to have literally a fanfic section instead of a book club section. Not to go crazy, but I think we should keep the book club separate from fanfics. But I guess I don't know. What's the big difference between fanfics and like a self-published book, I guess? I don't really know. I don't really know where to draw the line. Okay, I hate the way this overlaps. I wish it blended. If it was like a wet mix, maybe it would just kind of blend together and wouldn't look like that. I don't know why it's bothering me so much. Okay. We're going to leave a lot of spaces between the lines because I think A, that's kind of how Mothsprouts does a lot of the art. And B, I genuinely cannot connect these without kind of wanting to puke a little bit with the nasty overlap. It's upsetting. This nose. How do we want to do the nose? How's the nose look in the ref? All right. Just very triangular with like a center line kind of division. I guess it's a corgi. Why don't we do an actual curve here that I can literally adjust? Yeah, let's do that. I should have known the shirt was a reference. I even know the Goo Goo Dolls, I just don't know all the particular iconography. Now if it was Blink-182 iconography, alright, maybe we'd be talking and I would have it fucking down, but... I don't want to get too crazy detailed or realistic with this nose, I don't think. I might even have to go a little lighter with the background because I cannot see what I'm doing with my line art. My line art's at max, right? Yeah, my line art's at max opacity. It's just not very strong because of the weird overlap. It's slightly translucent. Interesting. Add more My Chemical Romance albums to your vinyl. Dude. That's pretty sick. But I don't have shit for playing it. I'd love to collect though. I'm actually at a couple car seat headrest songs. Let's see here. We'll do Sober to Death. Damn, that's a 5-minute song. And we'll do Bodies. I think I know that album the best. Which is our first and fourth, funny enough. Just kidding, not first and third. Not the same. I don't know if I like the center line that they have. I think I'm more of a top division kind of guy. Like that. I think I like that way more. Except I think it'd be a little bit more up like that. And maybe right here I'd cut and go a little lower. Van Halen. Go off. You play the new Fortnite season with all that Metallica? Honestly, I think it's kind of cringe theme season, and I hate the cars so much in Fortnite right now. It's like the worst thing. It's also really funny though, because when you're playing Fortnite in this current season, it's like people don't understand the anti-car shit. So if you get like some of those EMP shield breaker grenades and just throw them on the ground, like throw them right at the car or right in front of the car and hit the car, it disables the car, and people genuinely tend to just sit in the car and just fucking get like I'll throw it at them, and then I'll walk up next to their car and just shoot them with a shotgun through the window, and they don't realize you can do that. And then you immediately kill them. Some people know and they hop out right away and they're smart and they start also shotgunning you, and that's like the best attempt at actually killing you. But most people, I think, genuinely don't know that you can do it. Oh man, I kind of like the shape of that eye a lot, but I wanted to thicken the lash line. Like this. Honestly, that might be fine. Maybe we'll just do that too. This side too to help it out. I'm going to duplicate these so that overlapping won't happen. I could also smooth it, but I don't think I'm going to smooth it. Oh no, that lash line's too low. I'll rework it over here. Escape the Fate, Gorgeous Nightmare, there you go. I would love to have a David Bowie vinyl collection. You know, the thing I like about book club though is it gives me more reason to read, because it's a hobby I love, but it's one of the first things to go when I don't have time, and I hate that. And I think forcing myself, I think it'd be a lot more likely to be something that I could hold on to if there was a club surrounding it with other people that would kind of keep me a little bit to it. If that makes sense. Oh, I love that look. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I'm starting to get the hang of this lining thing. Just a little bit. I haven't done lining in a while, first of all, and then second of all, I'm like immediately trying a new brush that I've never used before in my life. That's way too big, isn't it? Now that I'm looking at it. Go a little smaller. I think I don't like the shape at all, actually. I kind of want it to be more up here and way smaller. Like that. Avian, didn't yours like break? I thought your record player legit doesn't work anymore and you still have a vinyl collection that you're going with, like that you're collecting more. Yeah, I love reading. I got into some graphic novels actually, and I know it's furry kind of, but it's also mainstream as hell, and it comes from a French artist and writer. Well, I mean, French artist and a French writer. They're two separate people. But I have a graphic novel that I think you would fucking love. And I love it. It's like, it's crazy good and not like weird fanficky at all. It's a noir theme, and it's called Black Sad. And I'll say one thing is that the main character is ugly as hell, like this uncanny, nasty combination of human and cat. It's not a good looking anthro. In my opinion, I guess maybe to each their own, but also any of his love interests or people who are having like sex in the series. Like anybody who you think is going to have sex or is a love interest for the main character, they all look this nasty combination of like human and whatever animal that just does not work, where like the lips are too realistic or the face and jawline are too human. But the story is fucking killer. The villains are like amazing. They look so cool. The character design is phenomenal besides the main character and his love interests. And like the background's insane. The character's insane. The story, keeping you on your toes. Always a twist that you love. The power port on your record player is fried. Yeah, you should get a new player, my guy. I only have the first 3 volumes in like a combined volume right now, but I think there's actually quite a bit more that's come out. I think you'd fucking love it though. It is so good. It kind of inspires me to want to do a lot more background painted styles because of how good it was artistically, not just story wise. The story was really good though. That's kind of toony, right? I want to go toony, but not like fucking Cuphead, like I said, you know? No, like Looney Tunes ass looking stuff. Is that the shoulder vibe I'm feeling? Nothing but a good time by Poison. Ooh, I love Poison. I don't know why I don't have more of their songs on my playlist, actually. Don't worry. I think I only have one of their songs on my playlist, and it might actually be the one you suggested. I'm not sure. I love this part of the song. You never see people just changing the like tempo and vibe so much like this in a lot of songs. Oh, that's good. Unchained and Little Dreamer. Yeah, let me pop those in. Am I truly feeling these eyes? They're fucking giant now that I'm looking back. Ah, big eyes are good. Big eyes are always good, right? You can't go too big with eyes. They only have the 2015 remaster? Who the hell is Van Houten? Are they trying to make fun of Van Halen because they have a song called Little Dreamer? Or am I losing it? All right, we're gonna do the 2015 remaster because that's all I can freaking see. Or that song anyway. This is also Car Seat Headrest. The other one was also Car Seat Headrest. I kind of want the vinyl for this. I saw it at the record shop last time I went, and I was like, I don't have a freaking record player, so Oh, that was the hair. What am I doing? I gotta kind of match the vibes here a little better. Yeah, that sort of matches the hair a little, right? Is that too much? Yeah, that's way too much. How does the hair vibe in here? Kind of an upward pattern from there to a certain point. Actually, it's mostly an upward. That might be fine enough. Bought your first record before you bought a player? Is that how I have to do it? Is that how I finally buy one? Is I buy the record and then I go, damn, I need to actually get a player so I can fucking listen to this song I just bought, this album. All right, I need to actually get this other cheek vibing correctly, a little symmetrically before I go forward with anything too much. Is that even close? I don't know if the style is, I think the style will be fine. They have very poofy cheeks, but then they have like cheek shapes. I'm just ignoring the cheek shapes and going straight to the poof, which I think is fine stylistically. See if it continues to be fine. Looks like they also have some lines here, which I'm just gonna actually put in, but normally I'd do it in the coloring stage. But I don't think it matters that much to do that part early. Let me shrink these. Yeah, that's coming along. Yes, that's exactly what I have to do. Damn. I think these are way too comically huge to be piercings now that I'm looking at them, but we'll just shrink them. Now it looks more like a piercing. Problem solved. These are pointy ears. Retract everything I just did with this ear being round. Don't corgis have round as hell ears though? But I guess that's your character, you know. If the ref says pointy ears, do I do the pointy ears? I'm gonna Google a corgi. I'm pretty sure they have rounded ears. Uh-oh. What happened? Who is Wyan Hatet? Trying to post a link in here? If you need to post a link, you can also just let us know where you wanted to go, what your reason for posting a link was, but I've never seen you before, so I'm hoping you're not, a bot. But if you are, I am so sorry. But that is exactly why I have the moderator auto ban links. Because I've had this happen. From experience. Let's see, corgi. Yeah, corgis totally have rounded ears. I'm gonna stick with the rounded. We'll go with it for now. If they end up being like, that's not how my character looks, you fucked them up, then I'll change something. But I don't think I'll be wrong. Kill 'Em All by Metallica. I never hear people who are into rock anymore. It's so nice. I got like my friend group and that's it. How are these looking? Poof inward and then nothing inside, really? I'm gonna have it connect. No? Should I? Part of me likes not connecting it for this style, maybe. Be my route through the weekends meet. Working, saving every day. Gotta get away from the same old, same old. Just to get away. I don't like this actually. Let me take this off. No, 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 no. I don't know why I can't get this how I want it. I swear. Getting used to a new brush is sometimes just the worst feeling. Wow, I none of these fur patterns I'm doing look right to me. Still of the Night by Whitesnake. Sure. Get better than this. I don't know why I can't vibe with this fur pattern in here. Can't do it the way I like. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna come back to it. Oh wow. See, sometimes I like this pen actually. It's so flowy feeling. Like that just got fucking bumped out so fast and looks good. But it's like I don't know how to sometimes stylize things the way I want. Country music gets too much hate. I agree. I also like a lot of country songs. But I only like particular ones. I don't know if I have an artist that I would say I enjoy that's country. You know what I mean? If you got one, like shoot it my way. I probably won't play it during stream, but I'm kind of curious. I just don't know what artists to listen to. That's good. All right. I don't know why that hairline ended up looking better than I thought it would. Everybody always says that about rock. Like, why does the generation gotta be over? We could bring it back. I bet you it's gonna come back in our lifetime. 100%. Rock is gonna be back. I think we're just gonna do the industrial and the earlobe gauge. And the, well, obviously, and the freaking nose ring and the cheek piercings, but I don't think I want to put more into the ears, maybe. All right, let's see if I'm feeling this ear fluff suddenly. Maybe if I add one more there like that. Yeah, that's a lot better. You know what? I'm going to stick with that. You don't mess around with Jim by Jim. How do you even pronounce that? Crotchy? Just kidding. I am a terrible person. Rascal Flatts, Josh Grayson. Alden Indy. Hell yeah. Dude, I need to see Blink before they're out of concert. Like, before they're off tours and stop touring. I need to see them. It's a need, not a want. Oh shit, I actually had a ring here too, didn't I? Let's do that, why the heck not? I lied to you all about saying that the last piercing I would have was industrial. That's a huge piercing. Is that cool or is that dumb? You know, it's already kind of tuning. Let's just keep the huge piercing. Corgi. Vibing. Okay, here is the other gauge. The other floof needs to get in there. You're gonna go see 30 Seconds to Mars? That's sick. I need to go to more live concerts. I went to Riot Fest like one time ever. I think one time ever, right? Or did we go twice? I fucking love that so much. I know, Blink tickets are crazy expensive. I don't have the money for it right now. And if I went, I would not want to be in like, you know, the far ass back where I can't see anything at all. They're supposed to be like one of the best live performances, you know? I don't want to waste my tickets money on like pointless seats, you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna go, I'm probably gonna spend kind of a dumb amount of money on it. Motley Crue is in Milwaukee. What's going on actually at Summerfest right now? That's going on in Milwaukee, right? Is there anybody like crazy good there right now? Should I be trying to go? They were opening. Damn. I don't know if I like that. Thinking about where I want this mod to like continue. Because I think I had it stretch way too far out here. Should be more like that, right? Maybe. Oh god, that's so toony. Oh god, don't look. That's too toony. Yeah, what the hell? Okay, I made it a little too much. Have a good night, Avian. Thanks for stopping by and talking music. It was nice. Music is honestly one of the greatest things to have, especially when doing some art streams and shit. Otherwise, it'd be so dry. I mean, maybe not, but technically, I'm not even supposed to be playing music. Just don't tell anyone. But take care. Do something good for yourself. Have a night. What if I just straight up move this entire ass jaw up? You think that would crack it? Good way. I think that's actually so much better. What the hell? Illegal digital moves. Don't tell anyone. Me? I don't. I used to play, I started out on trombone in like fucking middle elementary school. I don't remember. Something like that. And then I quit for a while because my band teacher was a piece of garbage and everyone hated him and he was like way too much of a jerk. Then I came back in high school and did trumpet for a while. I played a little bit of guitar in my free time. Then I almost cut my finger off, and then I decided that it was kind of painful and uncomfortable to play, and I haven't really gotten that much back into guitar ever since. So I don't have any skill in it probably anymore. I could actually play piano for a little bit too. Not super well, but I could read music pretty decently. And if I practice something well enough, obviously I could do it, but I was no expert, especially not like in music theory or anything. I would love to get back into guitar, maybe even bass. I guess I can sing. I don't really do it anymore because I have no hobbies that involve it, but I got a lot of like solos and shit in high school and I joined choir and like plays and stuff later in my senior years. I was never in theater and stuff early on. I should have been. It's so fun. Calling by Leatherwolf? Yeah, sure. You want to learn guitar? Dude, go for it. It's really nice when you can get it to work out. Something that'll help you not learn, it won't really help you learn like sheet music very well or anything, but if you ever get into Rock Band, I promise you it's so fun to play that and learn off of that and get like faster at finger movements and shit. Does this look less corgi-like now that I'm adding more floof? I feel like maybe I should add the cheek edges in if I want it to be more corgi-like and have the floof be there. We'll keep it in. We'll keep maybe the cheek floof in for now, or cheek edges in just to signify the edges a little bit. It might be good. Oh, let me get that leather wolf in there, actually. So, Vandal, I mean, I can only assume that you're a furry. But to know what % furry you are, you gotta type in the chat exclamation furrometer or furrometer. Furrometer. For example, I am apparently 9% furry right now. You know, don't take it to heart if it's a bad number. You played piano your whole life? Are you good? Dang. What the heck? That's wild. How did you get 94%? Why is it lies? That's a good number. That is a lucky ass number to have. 47. I guess I'm just garbage. The Calling by Leatherwolf. Well, let me get that one in there. What was the other one you said was... You're not a furry? Are you sure? I don't know. 94%? I don't know if you can argue with that. Oh, you said Waiting Room by Fugazi. One of us. Part of me kind of wants to listen to Jack Stauber, but I think it's way too depressing for right now. I just saw like a documentary, like one of those video documentaries on it on YouTube, and I was like, now I'm kind of back in the mood. I should not. I truly should not. Why am I lining this? Anyway. Someone send help. I normally don't line things anymore. I don't really like lining things as much. At least at this, like, actual hard, obvious line going on. Why don't you want to be a furry anyway? Covers of songs and stuff? Let's freaking collab, bro. I'll sing for you. You hear my mic? I got one of them fancy ass mics. I got I think this is a Rode NT1A. I feel like I could do some singing covers in it. Should I do singing covers? Is that cringe as hell in this day and age, actually? I guess, like, so is being a furry, though. So it's just easier to call people pieces of shit for judging you when you're, like, a furry versus when you're, like, singing or something. Oh, yeah, for sure. If you want to get into a band, I think a music class would be the most obvious avenue for it. But then you're kind of stuck doing, like, I don't know. You could maybe join, like a sports band. I feel like those ones usually have pretty chill people in them. And then you could probably form something out of that. But then you're stuck going to a bunch of sports games and playing songs you probably don't care about for a team you probably also don't care about. You could also find a lot of people, I think, in college. If it's a big enough college, you can find people who will probably do a band, though. Oh, maybe it's a small college, so you just can't. A lot of times they have like extracurricular things that are like not necessarily classes, but kind of still give you credits though. That are like sports band things and things like that. So I feel like if you could find that, then maybe it'd be good. I don't do wings that often, but they ain't too bad. Maybe I should draw wings more. Imagine not having a guitar class in your college, though. Like, come on. When I went, even they had one. I guess I was at Milwaukee, though. Like, QWM is huge. They have more classes than they know what to freaking do with. But I took a guitar class in there, and it was pretty fun. And that was, I think, before I cut my finger almost entirely off. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. I don't know if I like that hand as much anymore. You thought you were majoring in art and psychology, but they took one off, so they didn't let you do both, huh? Usually, I mean, sometimes you can minor in one and major in the other. Maybe with a small college, they wouldn't let you, though. Or maybe the class got full, yeah. Yeah, we can add Yankee Rose. Yeah, good luck with colleges. They don't matter which one you get into as much as you probably think, unless you're going for a particular kind of thing, like an art thing, and like one is really, really good at it. Otherwise, I feel like as far as STEM things go, it doesn't really matter which college you get into. So just pick the most affordable one, really. And even then, I mean, I went to college, but I kind of think college is a little bit of a fucking scam, and they take advantage of you. But that's just me. Not to be a Debbie Downer. I mean, I think college can be very good if you utilize it properly, but it is very hard to utilize it properly the way that things are set up. You got to be fully responsible for yourself. And even though they have advisors and shit, it's still really up to you how much you get out of it. Especially art college, because art college is way more about building a portfolio and networking than it is about actually learning how to do art. Because you can do most of that shit online. You don't actually need the like knowledge. You don't need to go to the classes for learning how to do art, really. There's plenty of stuff you can figure out how to do that on your own and online, or with much, much cheaper classes that are not in college. OSU for engineering. Look at Little Wolf Butler saying shit. We love him. I should make him do more stuff, get more interactive with the chat. I think that'd be funny. Engineering. That was my original goal, actually, way back in the day. I should put a reference up here, actually. Hold on, let me pop something in front of the screen in case. Just a second. I don't think it'll be there, but... yeah. Okay. Now we're good. I figure it might be nice to have this up in a corner or something. There we go. Now you can see when I'm zoomed in what's going on, actually. Also, let me add your song. Hey! Ginger just raided. Thanks for the raid. Got all done with gaming, huh? Just doing some art. Relaxing tonight. For a while. But welcome to the chat, everyone. Get comfortable, listen to some music. You want to do music, but they don't have beginner classes. Ooh. Yeah. I think you have to go to a bigger college for that. But I think if you looked around though in the area you're going to, you could 100% find some smaller 5-0 professional. You know who this is, don't you, Gengir? Not to you know, not to get too personal or anything. It's some Artfight. Little attack. So I guess keep things under wraps until I post it, maybe. But it's coming along. I normally don't line pieces. I don't know why I decided to for this one, but I did. But anyway, like I was saying though, Stevie, I'm like 100% sure if you looked around in whatever college zone you're going to, there would be private teachers that would offer you a much, much cheaper class than college would offer you to learn beginner anything, you know, guitar, piano. Actually, probably just maybe mostly guitar or piano. This would be like the most obvious. I just saw in Corgi's likes was Chinese food. So then I was like, Chinese takeout? Surprised? You knew they looked familiar? There you go. Now you know why. I'm sure. Oh shoot, I gotta add your song. What was your song you requested? Yankee Rose. Let me get that in there. Be that way. Just Overwatch, I assume, Gengir? Yes, that is the one right there. Okay, got that song in there for next. Should be next in queue. I hope so. I was trying to think of poses and stuff, and I was like, just general smiling, but then I was like, nah, I want to get a little bit more character actually into it. So here we are. We arrived at Chinese food for absolutely no good reason. I just figured it was more gremlin vibes. Just Overwatch and Roblox. You stream in Roblox? Heck yeah. Maybe I should stream Roblox. I still have my old character name, which, by the way, is Hello988. It was supposed to be a play on my... I was trying to age myself up because I was in 1998 was when I was born. And I thought if I put 988, they would think I was older and I would get away with more or something. It was so stupid. But that's my original Roblox name that I have. Very corgi vibes. Yeah, I gotta fix some stuff sometimes, you know. Every so often you just notice a mistake and you're like, huh? Like I flipped this earlier and it was just a completely different look. And then I shrunk the face. I always make faces huge when I first draw them and then I just slowly shrink them as the sketch progresses. It's like my curse. In fact, honestly, I think I want to shrink this nose a little bit right now that I'm looking at it. It's my curse. Artfight, though. I'm so excited for Artfight. I hope it can actually get a lot of attacks done this year. I never do Artfight attacks as often as I should. I did it like 1 year, like very consistently, and then every other year I just kind of avoided it and didn't really attack anybody back, which feels kind of crappy now that I think about it, because they basically just made me free art. But that's not like the point of it, all right? Not to get free art anyway, I hope. How long did you stream for? Here is Gone by the Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna put a couple Blink 182 songs in here actually after that. But you're welcome to keep suggesting songs. I just gotta get my Blink fix. Like 3 hours? Is that like your average stream time? I'm just kind of curious, just prodding streaming questions. Here is Gone by Goo Goo Dolls. And then let me get some Blink songs in here. I feel like I tend to do art streams for about 3 hours, and I tend to do gaming streams for like 4 to 5 hours for some reason. And I think that's just the nature of Souls likes. I don't know why, but Souls likes just, they take a while. And especially if I get stuck on a boss for a while, it's like, it's just, I don't know, it's addicting. But also it's like great content because I'm just stuck in talking to people for hours. All right, what songs do I want in here? Let's do Cynical. I like that one. Let's do Kings of the Weekend. That's a pretty happy vibe. Pretty peppy. And I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to do it from a different album. We'll do it from... I don't know which album I want to go to now. I'll do their most recent one. Why not? Okay, I got like 3 Blink songs in between. Well, after your song, actually. Depends how early you wake up, but typically 4 to 7 hours. Hot dog, that's so long. I guess maybe it doesn't feel like that long as you got a nice setup going. All right, cool. Have fun in Outlast. And thanks for stopping by and rating. Appreciate it a lot. I'll be drawing till, I don't know. Actually, I probably won't be on too much longer here. I think I'm going to be going up until a little after 11. But I wanted to get this lined at the very least. I don't know if the attack will go out today. Maybe I'll finish it after stream. We'll see. I wish I was more comfortable with this lining style. First and third rule. We can do that. Motley Crue, yeah. Getting like tiny little rabbit or cat fur hairs on my screen. So they're so fine, it just gets stuck to you. It goes inside your eye sometimes when you wear contacts. It's the worst thing. You just have to trust me. God, I can't get things like this brush. Someday I'll be used to the brush. Don't even worry about it. Not today, though. I can tell you that. That's the point of Artfight, though, right? At least I feel like that's the way most artists should take it. Definitely, Stevie, if you're going to be doing a lot of art fights, don't just follow your own style perfectly. I mean, unless you're like really looking on developing and keeping it like the way it is and getting stronger at the style, I guess that's a good excuse too. But I tend to always use Artfight to fuck around and find out, basically. Just messing around. That's not really the right way to use that phrase, I guess. But, you know, I like to mess around with different styles, different brushes I never use, because when people get free art, they're not looking or caring that much, I feel like, about the tiny details at all. I suppose if you always do your stuff experimental anyway, it doesn't really make a difference at all. But to me, I try to somewhat stay a similar style, especially for art comms, because I don't want to disappoint people too much. Makes it sound like I want to disappoint them a little bit, but I don't. I don't want to disappoint people at all if I can help it. Let's get one of these noodles to just kind of drift over the edge. Love it. Oh yeah, some Blink. Sorry, I added a couple more Motley Crue. Oh, Artfight? Are you asking what Artfight is or what Artfight is like? No, I'm confused. Artfight is, you can literally go to it. I think it's finally allowed. Oh, I was talking about, sorry, Stevie, I was talking about if you're doing a lot of art for Artfight, unless you're particularly trying to develop your style, I'd argue you should push hard to try and mess with brushes or styles or elements that you've never done before, because it kind of gives you a new understanding, helps you branch out and learn a bit more about art, or like what you think you can do versus what you actually can do. Learn new techniques and whatnot without having to disappoint people or yourself on different art styles, because people are never upset to receive an attack on Artfight. You know what I mean? But Artfight, okay, what is it? Yeah. Artfight is just a website. Happens in July, starts and goes through all of July, but it's artfight.net, and I think you can visit it now. Normally it breaks in the first day or two. It might be up right now unless a bunch of people got back on it. But essentially you make an account, you upload a bunch of your characters, and whatever characters you want to draw. It doesn't have to have, you don't have to have more than one. As long as you have one, you're good. And you pick a team. There are two teams. I think it's Stardust and Seafoam this year. And you just draw people's characters. It's pretty much that. That's what an attack is. You try to draw characters of the opposite team for points, and it's all like self-labeled on Trust. You pretty much have to like be like, oh, it's cell shaded, it's got no background, it's simple style, not very rendered, whatever, and then they give you a certain amount of points depending on all that information that you put in. And then it essentially just counts as points on the team. And it's not meant to be super seriously taken. Like if you don't get attacked, then you don't get attacked. You shouldn't be expecting people to revenge attack you. And there are revenges. It's literally called revenge when you attack somebody who attacked you. It's just fun. It's just a fun little basically art trading game website throughout July. But you can see it on artfight.net. My account on there is Cass Art Studio if you want to look me up. But I just usually follow a bunch of artists. They usually post a bunch of their cards and stuff when Artfight begins. And then I follow a bunch of them and start drawing characters and stuff like this right now. I actually had this ref sent to me by the person before Artfight started, and I know this is their main character. So I started working on this while the website was down because I knew I wouldn't be able to download anybody else's refs. It's really fun. It's also great for making yourself kind of draw every day and expand your art portfolio and your style and experiment, because like I said to Stevie, you don't have to be scared of like fucking up as long as you don't do something that people really wouldn't want their characters drawn like. Then they're essentially just getting free art, and always enjoy it, and it's okay to have things be a little wonky. It's really good for new artists too. You'll see a lot of new artists on there who will attack, probably who draw really, really quickly and are coming to learn how to draw. Not to be offensive or anything, not the greatest art, but also like it's so exciting to see them drawing. I just love seeing new people drawing too and picking up a pencil and trying something out. I think I've said this before, but I think art is genuinely one of the coolest things that like mankind or people in general just have ever made or done. Because it's the one thing that doesn't really contribute to like the natural order, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but like you're not getting anything out of it that involves surviving, which is how most creatures exist. And I love that about it. I love so much the idea of something that has nothing to do with surviving at all that we've created. Not to get all philosophical, I guess, but yeah, that's how I feel. What's going on here? Oh, that's the noodles. I'm losing it. I wish I could do art full time, to be honest with you. I think it would be the coolest thing ever to just make money making people like express themselves how they really want to be and getting things out there like that. That would be like the ultimate goal, really. But the likeliness, yeah. You know, you kind of need a real job, unfortunately, for things to really work out in society the way it is. You never knew this was Blink? Oh man, now you know. This is actually their new, I think this is part of their newest album. They just got their old singer back. So saying never knew it, it hasn't been that long. I feel like his voice is so recognizable though. Once you like get addicted like me, maybe that's any band though, maybe I'm just projecting. It's like when people don't realize that Blink is still making music. It's so funny. They just know like the old oldies, like Adam song and stuff. And then they don't even know the actual like really old oldies like in Cheshire Cat and stuff. And I like some of that stuff a lot. It's so punk. It's so much more punk than their modern stuff. Not that that like matters all that much, but it's just funny. All right, we gotta actually shrink this. I just realized. Oops. Get more creative with your art. Heck yeah. Do art all the time. Make music, write stories, draw. I mean, like, there's so many art forms too. It's crazy. It's so fun. Dance. I honestly, whenever I go to like conventions and stuff, I love seeing dance comps. Dance is crazy expressive. Like when you see it live. All right, how do we want these noodles to look? These nudes. I think I actually want them to come out the front here like that. And then maybe some even smaller. Like that. Maybe have like a noodle coming up. Another noodle there. Do traditional commissions? Oh, pet portraits. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you're stuck doing if you're doing traditional furry art a lot of the time. Not even furry necessarily, but you know. Which isn't bad, but I'm sure it does get tedious just doing that. Like you're saying. Wait, Stevie saying you heard Blink a few times? Like the Cheshire songs? Those ones are so fun. Oh, hey, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Vandal. Thanks. Yeah, the music taste is honestly a big combination of me and Stevie and a little bit of Avian earlier, but think mostly us right now. But I'm so happy to have you by. I try to stream usually Sunday nights. Those ones are oftentimes late just because of the way my work works out. But I usually stream Mondays as well with art a little bit earlier. I do plan on streaming again tomorrow, probably doing gaming and art, I imagine. We'll probably lead with gaming and then end with art. Not 100% sure on that yet, but that's the plan. But thanks for stopping by. Please do something nice for yourself today, because I said so. If you're thinking, man, I don't want to do that thing, just take care of yourself and do it. Remember I told you. Have a good night. Oh, I do. I go so feral. You know that dog taro art that I made? Damn, dude. Every time I look at that, I just get like euphoric. It's crazy. Maribel, when I first made Maribel, which I don't think I've ever showed on stream, but I love her to death. She's so pretty. Which makes me jealous and wish I was a girl. Like, legit. I feel a little bit like I'm probably mostly gender anarchist, but sometimes you want to be masculine. Sometimes you feel like you pray to God and wish that you could have just been a girl, but you know, maybe that's just a me experience, but how I live. Oh, yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Spurging out. Oh man, I see. That's why I want to finish this other one so badly. I really want to finish this one. This one would be like probably a similar euphoria to like the dog taro. I feel like this is so cute. Someday. I'm hoping I can get a lot of art done when I'm over on vacation. I don't want to just do absolutely nothing all vacation, even though people might be like, don't work while you're gone. I'm like, I actually like doing art and find it pretty relaxing too, so I think I could do it. I think I can do it during vacation and be fine. I don't want anybody to be upsetty spaghetti over the fact that I'm doing things while I'm there. Like, I'm gonna be chilling, reading, drawing, swimming, playing D&D, living it the heck up out in the woods the way it should be done. You love the song and your mom hates it? Wait, which one is this? This was Girls, Girls, Girls. Is it just, you know, a lot of songs are kind of misogynistic, but we live. How does one noodles? Does that look pretty noodlesy? I think I'm going way too detailed on these needles. Holy crap. Like, the rest of the character is not nearly as detailed now as these nudes are. It's gonna be... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's how anime does it, though, right? They, like, hyper detail their food, and then the character's just, like, kind of simplistic in comparison. Wait, why did I do that? I literally just did the opposite of what I wanted to do. I want to erase these, because this is where the nudes are coming from. I hope this all looks good when I double up the layers, because a lot of this is overlapping really stupid looking, in my opinion. Oh, let me get that a little bigger. All right, I'm gonna run to the restroom. I love cherry pie too. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we've re-arrived. Yeah, anime food is certainly detailed heavily for no reason. But I fucking love that. I don't know why it's like that, but it's just the best decision they ever made. It's just like when they highly detail backgrounds, but have the characters like simple still. I think that's the one consistent thing is having everything detailed except for the characters. And the characters, it's not like they're not detailed in their own way, but I think you get what I mean when I say that. It's like they are a flat, simple style compared to like the rendered look of everything else for some reason. I just when I come back with fresh eyes, sometimes I notice that things just look completely off. Like this should be a lot smaller like that and probably a little sideways because it's facing that way. But I think I still want it a little higher. Yeah, that's better. That's fine. Never stick, you're never gonna fit in much, kid. Yeah, we can put on cherry pie. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. All right. All right, we here. We queer. We ready to see me. Actually, let's not say that. The living shit out of me. I wonder what social rights look like in Australia. Because the commissioner that I was talking to, it felt like they were terrified, like I said, of talking about like sex and gender. And I was like, you should not be scared at all. I feel like that's a very fine thing to talk about, especially when it comes to designing a character that completely expresses yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you do not have to be so formal and scared to talk. I mean, as long as you're not like flirting with me, get graphic, talk about it however you feel comfortable, you know? I think it's kind of wild to limit yourself so much when it's your fantasy character. Like, go off. Here we go, Jerry Bye. Maybe I'm crazy though, but I feel like Australia cannot be that different than from here. Besides, I don't know, my running theory is that maybe rights are further along over there, and just general acceptance and understanding is less far. I don't know if that's legit. That's just me fucking making things up completely. But it's like, maybe like, you know, you could probably, I guess I don't know actually the laws in Australia, but maybe you could marry a dude if you're a dude there, but like if somebody saw you with a dude, maybe they'd just eye you weird, but not really be rude intentionally about it or something. I don't really know. That's my 2 cents, but I don't really know. You're still nervous talking about gender with people? Yeah. I mean, that's IRL though. When you're talking to a furry commission artist, I feel like that's the one person you can trust. I don't know. Maybe not, but they've also never commissioned anyone before, I don't think. So perhaps that plays a hefty part in why they were so scared. Because to them, I might just be like a normal stranger and not like a commission artist who has worked with people who are marginalized and judged a lot already. But to me, I'm just like, you don't have to be scared. You shouldn't have to be scared at all when talking about your characters. Like, I mean, absolute worst case scenario, if it was something actually like vehemently like terrible, you just block and move on. It's not your job to like go around and find people who are doing wrong or weird. Like if you're uncomfortable with something, just block and move on. Like problem solved. Bam. I just solved the majority of Twitter discourse right there. If only people would fucking block and move on. I'm gonna put my headphones on terrible. Just got like a bunch of hair in my ear. Short hair problems. It's getting weird again. Well, not short, but you know. Yeah. And even if it's not drama and it's somebody who did do something bad, it's like it's still not your responsibility to fucking track them down and do shit. Like let the law deal with it, and if not, just block and move on. Like I don't know. It just feels almost rude to do the exact same thing that like you would be so worried about seeing. Like if you are the kind of person who would get somebody fucking swatted or like deplatform them, it's like, are you really any better than the kinds of people who are like being bad? You're literally like doing this to a person, innocent or not, you're still doing it to a human being. And it seems kind of crazy to me. But it's like justifying killing someone just because they like did something bad that wasn't also killing. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hard to explain. Okay, these noodles are looking very noodly, I think. Noodly. You miss having sex, but at least you don't want to die anymore. You relate to this song? To be fair, I think asexual people still have sex and also can enjoy sex, but it's not like sexual for them, if that makes sense. I mean, you're asexual, you know better than me. I don't really fully understand it, but to my knowledge, I feel like it's more like sex is maybe more like having a nice massage or something, you know? You're not like, wow, wow. You're kind of just like, all right, I'm here for the ride. This is nice feeling, I guess. But that's also not the experience for everyone, obviously. That's how I justify and explain to myself people who want sex but are asexual or like have it or think it feels good. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, I get it from that stance. Yeah. See, that's a fine take, I feel like. if you're not like crazy about it. Plus, there's also like demisexuality, which falls under the asexual spectrum, and you might never fucking know that you're demisexual until you find somebody that you click with in that way. And that's a real thing. People, I think, just think demisexuality means like that you are the default normal, but it's not the same. It's like you literally do not have sexual feelings, and then you develop it like a connection deeply with one person, and suddenly you like actually discover that you do actually have sexual feelings, but only under that particular instance. You thought you hated it and you couldn't be attracted to anyone in that way, and then it happens. I think what real people think as default is just being like uncomfortable with taking things too far, but you have the attraction first, I feel like, in those instances still. And you but you're too afraid to take things too far. Like you're horny for your partner, but you're not. We're getting too graphic here. We'll reel it back in. It's very noodly looking. Ace Flux, that does sound annoying. Honestly, fluxing at all kind of sounds difficult to deal with. Not like wrong, but hard to do. Especially explaining it to people. Even if I don't understand shit, and I'll be honest, I don't understand a lot of shit. I don't see the need to hate on anyone for it ever, and I don't really think it's my business. I shouldn't really care, you know? Like, why should I care? You do you, I do me. We don't have to be upset at each other about that. Like, why can't people just live? I don't know. It's crazy to me. Normal relationships feel too complicated. I don't know. I think media glorifies and makes a lot of expectations that are very unrealistic when it comes to a real relationship. So I don't really know what should be considered normal. I think everybody's different, and you kind of got to discover that on your own. Same thing with everybody saying that there are certain fixes to relationships. If you ever look at like relationship problem threads, it's like everyone will be like, just leave them. It's like, that's not always the solution people really need or want, or what actually would work best for them. Just because it works for some people, and maybe even in a majority of cases it would be right, doesn't mean that it's right in this specific scenario, because everybody's different. Believe it or not, some people actually want to make things work. All right, what do we got here? I'm getting too detailed again. Why? What's with me? That's pretty good. Queer platonic. I don't think I've ever heard of that, but I may look it up later. Oh, should I have a little exclamation? Ah, that seems cute, right? If it's way too complicated, you definitely don't have to type it in here to try and explain it to me. I can look it up later. Okay, noodles going off. Noodles absolutely going off. I just gotta finish these fingers here. She woke up with dope, but she only found tears, and I could be so insensitive. Never for real. As long as she stands there waiting, wearing the holes in the soles of the shoes. Does she have claws? Yeah, she does. Okay. I just now was like, does she actually even have claws? I was using it as a stylistic thing, but I was like, I probably shouldn't just make excuses to have it if it's genuinely not even on the rev. But it is. So it all worked out. Photographs, but I absolutely love her when she smiles. Just to put up with this shit day after day. My throat still hurts from Corona. Shouldn't be singing. Clothes never wear as well the next day, and but it's so catchy. It's so freaking catchy. Basically, a really close platonic relationship with the same amount of commitment of a romantic relationship. Interesting. Wouldn't you kind of just call that aromantic? An aromantic relationship where you're actually in a committed relationship, but it's aromantic? I suppose it would be aromantic and asexual then, in a sense, which I guess would be really confusing to a lot of people. Still a little confusing to me. To say this is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Right, what are we doing here? What am I doing here? Yes. When she smiles. It's not perfect perspective wise or anything, but I think you get the gist of the box. I didn't really put that much thought behind it. Technically, yeah. Stuck Inside by the Living Tombstone. Wait, is that a FNAF song? We can play a few. I don't want to change the vibes completely, but we can have a couple outliers in there. Closer than it is too far. Instead of going under. I wish I got more into FNAF. I never hit the craze. Maybe I should get into it. It's a newish one. Is it the one that's by like multiple artists? It's Stuck Inside by Black Griffin, The Living Tombstone, Kevin Foster? Or is it the CG5 remix, which is by the same people? So I did the not CG5 mix because it was the top suggested, but I don't know. I tend to just go top suggested. It's the top suggested? All right, well, we'll just leave it for that one then for now. Unless you tell me otherwise. And I'm trying to keep up above in my head. Good. All right, does it seem pretty legit? Oh, I gotta get the rest of these piercings in. It's not easy. Oh, and I gotta combine these now. Keep up above and night. Romantic and platonic are really confusing. Yeah. I say ignore the social things and just be yourself, but that doesn't always work out with every single person. Cuddling, I think, yeah, that's a personal preference. I don't think it's necessarily defined by the act. I think it's defined by the intent and the personal preference with boundaries, if that makes sense. Like cuddling for me, I think is too far. Like I wouldn't be comfortable if my partner was cuddling someone else, and I wouldn't be comfortable cuddling someone other than my partner. But I can see how people who are friends could keep it platonic. That's not for me. And I hope she doesn't want any of that either, but you know. Didn't the lore for Five Nights at Freddy's change like a freaking 100 times during each game? I feel like that was like a big draw for the game, actually. God, I made this side huge and that one small. Let's just shrink it. Should I just shrink it? Was this like commissioned? Was this in an actual game, or was this actually just developed by an indie person? Lore and FNAF context. Yeah, I don't fucking know anything about it. I mean, I think I watched Ludwig's video on trying to figure out the FNAF lore, and I still don't know shit after watching that whole thing. So, just goes to show you, the lore is confusing as hell, and I'll never understand it. Hey, if we get more and more people in the server, I can start making more chats that, or more server channels that are just oriented towards other people's interests in the chat. Because I don't have any fucking knowledge on FNAF. Wendy Goon's video. But is the timeline like long as hell? Am I going to be watching like a 50-minute video? Because I wouldn't retain half of the things I learned in a 50-minute video. And they don't have to be exactly the same. I don't know why I'm spending so long on that part. Do we say Pokemon? Yeah, these are Pokemon. Pokeballs. You know what I really want to get into? Pokemon. I wish I had the knowledge that one of my friends does in Addiction. I kind of like Pokemon Addiction. I feel like that would be a good thing to get into the lore and fall in love with. I already love the story. I love the games. I love the open world aspect of them now, and I love just how Pokemon exist and are. But I don't have nearly enough information. I don't have them all memorized, and I haven't played all the games because I lose interest too quickly. Even though I love it, it's like just not as capturing. I don't know. Hour and a half of lore. See, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. All right. Did I get all the lines? Are we fully lineified here? Am I missing anything? Please tell me if I am, because I think I'm going to throw some flat color on this and maybe call it for today. I might take 2 days on this. Yeah, we might finish this tomorrow on stream. I think I'm going to throw some flat color in, though, before I go. All right, let's turn off the line layer and see for the sketch layer. One last flip check. It's very toony. I think this eye might need a little bit of adjusting, actually, now that I'm looking at it from this angle. But we might be able to just stretch fix it if we're lucky, without too much distortion. Oh my god, it's so funny. I think I need to recopy and paste the iris, though. I don't know if I like it more toony like that one on the left and stretched, or if I like it more straight and simple like this copied one. Stretched is kind of funny. Let me see what it looks like if I do that fully. I don't know. Jonan Vasquez. Before he made Invader Zim. I barely have any knowledge on that too, so I couldn't quite help you there. I think I like it better with the straight pupils. Okay. Do we like that? I'm gonna flip it back. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna flip it back. Perhaps we want to stretch this eye to match a little better. Oh. What is this? Feeling EP time? Or wait, what is? The expression? Or you are feeling EP? You are feeling EP. Okay. Well, you don't have to stay any longer, you know. I'm gonna be done soon anyway. But you should get some sleepy EPs if you're gonna be sleepy EP. Take care of yourself. I am just gonna flat color this and then probably pop off. All right, yeah. Have a good rest of your night and take care. Once again, do something nice for yourself. Drink a lot of water. I need to do that too. And thanks for stopping by. It was really nice having you. Talking a bunch about music and everything else. Got a couple new people in chat. Mostly Vandal. And good night. All right, let's see here. Didn't mean to call you that. And last night and you're gone, gone. Oh yeah, it's coming along. It's absolutely coming along. Just want to get this nose piercing right. Did I make it way too big? I feel like I like it huge though, but I think it's much smaller on the ref. Maybe it's fine though. We'll just call it a style. It's a bigger one. How did I not notice this cute little pattern on the sides before? I wonder if they have a full suit because that's so cute and I want to see it in a fur pattern, but I also imagine that would be killer to sew. Let's see. I think this shoulder line is way too high. Yeah, it's a little better. Wow. Okay. That's so cool. Just look back and forth from the sketch to the finish line. Sometimes lining is fun. A lot of times, though, I do like to just take the initial sketch, which I normally would do a lot smaller, and just, you know, push to refine it. But sometimes, I don't know. Maybe lining ain't too bad. Maybe I should get back into it. It's just so time consuming. Like, I think I spent the majority of this time lining that. I'm gonna fill it with black for now, and then we're gonna add a little flat color layer under that I'm only gonna fill with a very base color for now. But I'll come back to this probably tomorrow after a little bit of gaming. But for now, let's get that little color in there. And also I wanted to duplicate that. I don't think it makes much of a difference having it doubled or tripled though. In fact, I might like it better just doubled. Maybe that makes more sense. And then we'll go into the studio pen and put in a flat base for now. Which I think the most base color on this character is going to be this. Yeah, it looks like everything kind of builds off of that color. We love teen angst music. I want to make my stream so cozy though. I feel like it'd be so fun to have a nice little warm toned autumn themed cafe kind of background vibe. Not that I would always play that, but I might honestly put a little bit of lo-fi on regularly. Just not this time. I did very thick lines on this. I'm not used to doing that either. I mean, I do really thick lines before I do really thin lines, so I guess I'm not really one to talk. I've never done crazy thin lines. I've done lineless, but it's not really lineless. It's more like I color the lines the same color as the actual line or color right next to it. And then that's just the illusion of no lines, but the lines are still kind of there in a way. In a little secret hidden way. I wonder if there's like a much faster way that I'm just ignoring than doing this. I mean, I'm sure there is, but it just feels right to have full control over the edges in your piece instead of just doing like a fill bucket. But I'm sure it's also way fucking slower. So maybe when I'm doing Artfight, I should specifically be experimenting with like fill bucket stuff. Not this time though. I did mess around enough. I experimented with one thing on this piece, and that was this lining brush that I never use. I don't know if I'm feeling it though. Honestly, if it takes this much effort to get used to it, I don't know if it's the kind of brush for me. Like I got better at it, I guess, towards the end, and parts of the middle were pretty good with the fur. But I don't know if it's my style. Damn. This is a harsh song. Getting there. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's this. I want to have the background separation there. I don't think there is any on that side. It looks like it's all continuous everywhere else, so I think I'm good until they go all the way around. So harsh. Trying to not have any hard concave corners whenever I'm doing this, because otherwise they don't fill when I do the fill bucket tool that I like to use. And by doing my own fill bucket this way, I usually just control the edges and then just fill the middle and make sure that there weren't any mistakes along the way. I hope the style didn't go too toony. God, I almost just want to stay on and finish this, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't! I shouldn't! But what if I got my post done before midnight, and then I would have my first art fight on day 1, and then I would feel so connected, so ready for the month. Okay, now for the time, the moment of truth. There we go. Base flat color completed. Look at that. We got some lines, we got a base color. I'll end up coloring the lines so they won't look as thick and confusing as they currently look. Definitely a very toony box and chopsticks, but that's fine. Later, boy. Let me make sure I like where this line's at, actually. Honestly, it's a little better if I move it slightly. Slightly. Like it is. Jeez. Yeah, that looks so bad when you do that. That's crazy. I was just curious because these Toonie styles don't connect the mouths at all, which I'm going to keep for this piece. But a lot of times I do like connecting it and having it separated a little bit. But it's Artfight. It's time for experimentation. It's time to go wild. I guess I should put a little Cast Art logo somewhere as well before I just log off. Where do we want it? Maybe down here. Oh boy. I normally don't use this brush for this either. Just working the final details and then we're going to be hopping off here. Yeah, that's a little bit more even. Okay. I'm not going to go ahead and put in flats today because I think after I put in flats, there isn't a whole lot more I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to hardly shade this. I think I'm just going to do a very light shading, and I'm not even going to consider it shading for Artfight because I don't think I consider what I do any level of actual rendering. But thanks to those who did stop by. Thanks to Gengir for the raid. That was really appreciated. And I hope everybody has a good rest of your night. Let me pop open my big screen actually before I just disappear forever. All right, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like I said, please take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your night and do something good for yourself. I'll be back on tomorrow. Probably around 6. My time is Central Daylight Time currently. So I'll see you maybe around 6 tomorrow. I'll end up doing a bit of gaming and probably end up finishing this piece then and posting it on Artfight. I'll keep everyone updated on Discord for anything else involving vacations. Obviously, if you've commissioned me, I'm going to be talking to you directly through our messaging.